안녕하세요, 여러분. 제르민의 AJ예요. My name is AJ, and welcome back to Shadow Spinner Reacts, where we are on episode 4 of Sweet Home. If you haven't seen this yet, please make sure that you go ahead and watch it on Netflix first and then come back. Currently, it's on Netflix at the time of recording. If you're watching this years from now, I have no idea what streaming service it's on then. But right now, it's on Netflix. Also, don't forget to check out the Patreon, where you can vote in polls, get content up to 3 weeks early, see all of our uncut reactions, and then also we're going to be releasing some Patreon exclusive content here within the next couple of months. And yeah, we also have our special guest today.
Is it me?
It is you.
Oh, I feel so special.
Yeah.
Well, as you guys know, I am Laura. I am Shadow Spinner's older sister, and we are very excited to be back to you with episode cuatro.
Yes.
It is cuatro.
Yes.
My Spanish isn't so good, but yes, haha, it's been confirmed. All right.
I don't know which counting system you're supposed to use in Korean for this. I think it's sa. Otherwise, it'd be hana 둘 셋 넷 would be the other one. But I don't actually know which counting system you use for like episodes. So it's either sa or ne, one of the two. Somebody who speaks Korean fluently, tell me which counting system I'm supposed to be using for episode 9. We've lost Minji, who we never actually met, except for 3 seconds while she was ready towards her mother. We've lost the soldier dude. Ooh, he wasn't a soldier yet. He was about to be deployed, I think.
Yeah, I think he got his papers and he was about to go.
Either that or he was back on leave from deployment. Confirmed deaths of people that we met, because we had the two of them and we had the dad. The other person that died from being shoved into the ceiling, we don't actually know who that was.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we've had anybody else die that we know of.
Yeah, we also haven't gone to check to make sure he's still dead in recent times.
I know, although I'm pretty sure... I thought
if he was going to come back,
I thought they dragged him into the control room. I thought he was in the control room.
Maybe.
So
we'll figure it out.
If he's in the control room, I think they would have noticed if he came back.
Yes.
But also,
he just disappeared, and nobody's gone into the other room.
I thought he looked turned, but if you watch the way that Minji was killed, it looked like it was sucking the blood out of her. And when I think back to how he looked like he'd been drained dry, like mummified. So he might not actually have been infected. He might have just been killed by having all of his blood sucked out of him by the tongue creature.
Yeah, it's possible. Well, we know that the tank is gone. The tank went out the window.
The tank went out the window.
As did the blind monster.
Yeah, the blind bat.
Yep.
Yes. And we also the protein lady went out the window very early on.
Yes.
So the only remaining
we have a spider in the basement
that we know of. Yeah, is that spider in the basement that was the security guard? Yeah. We believe circumstantial evidence points to security guard.
Yeah, and whereas normally I would say kill it with fire, they do only have one shelter, and so it's much harder to kill things with fire when you have to worry about the structure in which you have to build the fire.
That is true, but you know what? We have a pyro.
We do. Little
we
ballerina.
Do have a pyro. Yeah.
Oh, I love a delinquent.
Yeah, sometimes, depending on the delinquent. The other thing that we need to mention, though, is there is something very off about the green mummy.
Yes.
Because I don't think the blood in the suitcase would have set that dog off as much if that had been blood that belonged to the green mummy.
I don't know. There's something, I am not convinced that woman... I'm not convinced on her. I'm not 100%.
I don't think she's bad. Let me say it like that. I don't think she's bad. Because when her dog started reacting to the one guy, she looked nervous, which...
What if she's another video game character and her special, her dog is her special equipment?
That actually would be really cool. And you know what? If that is the case, then I might have to change who I want to play as. because
It's
having
possible.
like a fuzzy companion animal that is my monster detector actually sounds like a really awesome skill in a game like this.
Yeah, we'll call it a win.
I really do want to see somebody make a video game out of this show because it is so perfect. Um, anything else we want to say before we get started? I think we're going to have to we have to get all the survivors relatively together. We got to get that
Yes.
gate closed. The thing
Yes.
is, none of the monsters are defeatable, not permanently at least.
Not that we know of, no.
Not that we know of. Not that they've been able to kill them. Really, we're going on the say-so of one person that they're not killable.
Yes.
But
So
we also haven't seen any of the older ones come back. Like, we haven't seen the eye monster come back. Was the eye monster
yeah, but to
left
be
in the
fair,
building?
no, because remember the eye monster
Got
the-
bazookaed.
got bazookaed, and then the neck was kind of sitting there without the top of it on there, and then the guy at the bottom, because it was like an elongated neck, he fell down, but the neck popped off like a lizard
I'm voting
tail.
that his backstory was probably Peeping Tom.
I feel like that's on the nose. I mean, it's on the
Well,
but on the nose.
Well, no,
you know.
but I mean, like somebody who is, or maybe not
He's
Peeping Tom
voyeuristic.
specifically, but somebody who is always like spying on people.
Yeah, voyeuristic.
Yeah, very,
Like-
very.
But it is one of those where it's like the neck popped off like a lizard tail, and then he got up and walked away. So for all I know, that regenerates.
Yeah.
Only one way to
Okay.
find out.
Only one way to find out. All right, we ready? Maybe I should actually start recording. There we go. 3, 2, 1, play. Did you look up the artist in between episodes?
Nope, I forgot.
Oh, it looks like we're not doing the intro anyway.
Not right now, anyway.
Do not move. Do not make any noise. Do not make any sound. He's
They
sitting
really
there
need
like,
to samurai sword that tongue.
No, she didn't
No,
die
it's
because-
not.
If you'd gone out sooner, you would not have saved her.
And this is where the tongue goes through and gets her in the head.
He didn't kill her. You almost killed him with your stupidity, but he did not kill her.
Okay, I'm not someone who is like good at violence, but I would take her and put her in a closet. He's doing a very good job of not reacting, because it would be very, very hard not to react when somebody almost got you killed like that.
I think he's still in shock from how close he came to getting killed. I don't think he's reacting yet. I think part of it is he does feel guilt, though, because he seems like the type of person that would feel guilt,
Yeah,
even though there's
but
nothing
he
he could
also
have done.
he also needs to survive, because
He also
his
needs to survive, and he
sisters-
also needs to let her know that she got the other guy killed. The soldier
Yeah.
is dead because of her.
Yeah.
Ah, we got a shield. We got a shield.
Yep,
The merchant
Yep,
has
he's a
provided us
merchant.
our upgrades.
he has.
Are they leaving him with food? They better be leaving him with supplies, because it'd be really hard. The elevator's not going to be working.
어둠도 가장 흐린 빛에 사라지는 거래.
감사합니다.
Why are they putting headphones in? Is that just their power music that they're listening to?
Well, what it is, remember it all
Oh, right. Call
fritzes
some-
when they're close.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
떠날 때가 된 것 같아.
아직입니다. 제가 오래 사시라고 속을
Oh, she's in this.
아니
This is new.
여기
He's in this?
더럽게 오래된 이 방.
We've just gotten 2 new characters.
And these are
여기 얼마나 사셨습니까?
more well-known actors. So she's in Moving. He's in like everything.
뭐 하시는 겁니까?
Have you seen Moving yet, or should I avoid giving spoilers?
일찍 가서 도와줘야지.
Avoid giving spoilers.
도움이 되겠습니까?
Okay, then I won't say anything about her character in Moving. Ugh, but it's so tempting. But they're not going to say anything about the soldier that died because she opened the gate.
Well, how would that help?
They should
You
at
know?
the very least do some type of honor for him for trying to save Minji, even if they're not trying to guilt her over it. They should at least honor his attempt to
좀 다른 거
save somebody.
같은데. 하여튼 진짜 안 됐어. 원장도 그렇고 그 여자 소방관도 그렇고. 그 사람은 왜 신랑 될 사람이 여기 살았잖아. 남편이 죽었어요. 결혼식 때 했는데.
That's probably why she's in crisis management mode so much.
She just focuses. Oh, there's 2 bodies in here.
Either that or it's a mirror.
Ah!
Look away, Laura. I'll tell you when it's okay to look back at the screen.
Nope. Nope. Too late, I saw it.
Yeah, but
Thing
you
of
don't have
nightmares.
to keep watching it.
Oh,
Oh, she's out. Oh, she got muscles. She is a survivor. Wow. So probably
I feel
the
like in
wedding-
any video game, this is not where you want to be.
No, definitely not. I'm getting flashbacks to aliens right now. It looks like from the screens, I can't tell if that's like echolocation type things that it's doing, but she's going into smaller and smaller tunnels so that it'll have trouble getting in.
Uh-oh, and she's blocked herself in.
Oh, she's caught,
Yep.
but it's looking in the tunnels, so she's pressed herself against the walls. She is one heck of a survivor.
Yep.
I thought he was gonna have to save her, like that they were gonna have to send somebody to rescue her, but it's gonna come out a different rate.
Go faster.
And yeah, you're making a lot of noise. You gotta get out of there.
Rude.
Oh, this is a good room to be dangling in, though. No, I see stuff on that workbench.
Cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it. Cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it. It's always the damn spiders. Oh no. Come on, you can break a lock.
She's having hallucinations.
Oh, is that her fiance?
She said oppa, but also they just said cell phones are out of service.
Oh.
Which also they just said, how did she know her daughter was there? The cell phone's out of service. Good, because you'd suck at that job. We can't let the person who actually seems to be figuring things out calmly and collectively, and also to be like the only one that actually saved us from a monster thus far, we can't let him be the leader.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to play into his ego though, because he wants access to the store.
알고 있었지.
You knew there was a monster. You were warned before you went down.
괜찮아요?
No. That's a negative, Ghost Rider. She is not okay. She wanted him to go back him up, but he had to deal with other issues at the
Like
same
the
time.
building being opened.
I mean, I get that she's mad, but
Well, she also doesn't know what he's been dealing with. So, like, when she finds out somebody opened the gate, like,
2020년 8월 17일 24시를 기하여 심각한 절단이나 손상은 재생할 수 없습니다. 그렇기 때문에 그 생명체를 없앨 수 있는 유일한 시간이며 이를 골든 타임이라 명명하였습니다.
oh no.
그 생명체를 제압했다면 반드시 소각하십시오.
oh, is she... I don't want her to do anything to herself.
유일한 방법입니다.
Yeah.
But she's probably sitting there thinking that if she thinks she's a danger to children,
그냥 내려가도 될까요? 둘러보고 쓸모 있는 거라도 찾아.
가장 쓸모 있는 건 목숨이죠.
We are the most useful thing.
we are the most useful things. We are not going to risk our lives grabbing some stupid trinket.
She's checking. Look, you gotta get the food where you can get the food.
You always have to check the bodies for supplies. That's video games 101.
어떤지도 알 수 있어.
This is not actually a bad thing. He made it. I'm hoping he made a decision.
Yeah.
너도 공범이야.
They didn't kill him. They have to have supplies. There's other people they have to keep alive. They currently have
Yes.
more information than most of the people on the first floor.
Yeah.
What got him? What got him? What knocked him? I did not see what hit him.
I don't know. Do you think it was him internal? The internal him? Because she just said that you're one of us now. So the thing that he's fighting can't have that.
아니, 안 죽었어.
You know?
죽을 줄 알았는데. 아니네.
아니 몰라.
가까이 가지 마.
Oh, it's trying to take him. That's why.
이 금을 끌어내.
여기서 죽지 말라는 건 건물 안도 포함이거든.
I'm in the whole building. You can't die anywhere in the building.
죽는 날만 기다리는 곳이지.
Okay, so they did get it all down to the first floor.
Yeah.
원래 골든 타임은 살릴 수 있는 마지막 시간인데 지금은 죽일 수 있는 마지막 시간이란 뜻으로 쓰잖아.
Oh.
좀 어때?
변하기만 해봐. 알겠냐 이 꼬맹이 괴물 새끼야?
Oh yeah. Because that's gonna stop him.
다들 여기 종이 하나씩 가져가세요.
Oh, they're gonna vote to determine what to do.
수준을 내보내야 된다고 생각하시는 분은 동그라미.
Just to oust him, not to kill him.
생각하시는 분은 X를 표기해서 이 상자에 넣어주시면 됩니다.
허나마나 추방일 건데 뭐하러?
You don't decide for everybody.
난 찬성이야.
난 반대.
우리는 빠져.
지금 대통령 뽑아요? 그딴 게 뭔 상관이야.
싸가지 없는 기집애가 어른이 말씀하시면 네 알겠습니다 해야지.
She's not gonna put up with that from you.
얘기지.
최고라고요.
사회신문이기 때문에 반드시 비밀 투표해야 돼요.
뭐?
Yeah. It must be a secret ballot.
사실상 이건 살인에 가담하는 거니까.
Oh, I'm glad that he said that out loud, so he makes everybody know that they're voting whether or not you're
They're
murdering
voting to kill
somebody.
him. You're voting to kill someone.
민주주의 국가에서 투표를 활용하는 건 너무나 당연한 거고.
민주주의 좋아하시네. 세상이 망했어.
You're about to get ousted yourself.
몇푼 내니 뭐니 막대 먹은 소리 좀 멈추시죠. 매우
Yeah.
불쾌하네요.
저런 씨. 네가 뭔데 신경 쓰?
그만두시죠.
If you hit her, I'll end you. She's not your wife.
And also, she's just fought a monster and lived. I would not piss her off.
Uh-oh, she's gonna start cutting into her fingers, I feel like it. Oh, I called it! Oh!
같은 패거리라고 싸고 도는 년놈들 다 같이 내쫓아야 돼.
이 아저씨가
승부는 결과가 나온 다음에 하시고. 이제 이 마지막 한 표가 중요해졌네요.
Well, it's one of those where it's like, also, if you start voting people off, if this is how you respond, that's not appropriate.
It's only a matter of time before everybody's voted off.
우효.
Huh.
살인의 가다? 살인의 입자는 사람이냐?
He is a human being. Ah! There we go. So should we kill you?
마음 단단히 먹어요. 괴물한테 먹히기 싫으면
You have to fight your inner demon if you don't want to become a monster.
이거 넣으면 저 아저씨도 나랑 같이 나가는 거죠?
Oh.
맞아요?
Oh, he's hallucinating him. He's not really there. Or is he there?
He's there, but I don't think his eyes turned.
그러다 괴물되면 그대로 냅둘 거예요?
Well, and this guy is a monster.
He was a monster before monsters were a thing.
방사선 때문에.
Yeah.
연변, TV는 나오는
He was a monster as a human.
전염이 아니라 그 욕망 때문이라잖아.
아, 그래서 그 편의점 사장님이 그렇게 욕심이 많아서?
그럼 그 현수는? 걔는 뭔 욕심이 많았는데?
신이 인간에게 내린 형벌.
인정. 난 지금까지 들었던 것 중에서 제일 그럴듯하네. 우리 모두 다 인간이니까 누가 걸릴지는
Ah, the delinquent has some good points.
아무도 모르는 거네.
Because we're all human, no one knows who will be next because we all have human desires. That was a good point to make. She's like, you're all voting to kill somebody, and any one of you could be the next person that has to face your inner demon. I don't think it's tied to his greed. I think it's tied to his desire to control everybody, and that's why when he started losing control with the vote, that's when it hit him.
넌 버티고 있다며.
Oh, now you want to be his friend.
Yeah. He's wanting to know how he's keeping himself from turning.
정신 차려.
Because mine's different than yours.
그거 말곤 해줄 말이 없어요.
You want to kill me. Why?
I don't think it's that. I think literally that is the answer. Pull yourself together. Face whatever your inner thing. Like that is the answer.
언니, 돌싱이 대세다. 인생 이제부터야. 응?
Divorces are in. You have a new life. Oh my god. I mean, I do feel bad for this woman.
I do too,
Because
but
she's got to be feeling so many different... Like, it's so hard to be in her spot.
씨가 안 보이는데.
Oh.
but she knows the phone rang from somebody, one, that could not have called her, and two, the phones are down.
Yeah. Oh. See, I like this poor lady.
I think she'll be so much better off with her husband in a quarantine in a different room. Whether he lives or dies is irrelevant. I just want him away from her.
속이 좀 안 좋아서.
How long ago did her fiance die?
A while ago.
Okay.
But we don't know how. We don't know how long ago that was. We know that it was a couple days before what was supposed to be her wedding.
사진은 많이 있어요? 저는 몇 장 없어서 그게 좀 후회돼요.
Trauma bonding.
See, now she's potentially a problem too because she just wants her daughter back so badly.
Yeah. Although, that hopefully will make her feel less completely alone in the situation.
그딴 거나 쥐어주면서 힘내라고 하면 퍽이나 힘이 나겠다.
You're a dumbass. I don't have time for you.
네가 이거에게 미친년이니? 그래 너 해라 미친년.
Yes.
Yeah, she's got something around the bat. Looks like barbed wire type things. I love that she was like, oh, so you're
feel
that
like-
lady. I'm not
yeah.
giving myself credit. I'm just trying to make her feel better. Fuck off.
And
Sorry.
also, I think delinquent ballerina is kind of in such a mental state where she's not connecting with the world, and so she's trying to put everybody into that mental state with her, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh! The devil came down.
I would like to know what happened between the two of you before he was turned into a green mummy.
Yeah, we are on episode 4, and we still don't know
We
what
know-
the devil is going on here.
괴물이 된 것 같아요.
He's like, please kill me. Oh, he's wanting to go in.
He wants to be locked
Smart.
up.
Yeah, he's like,
His like, the monsters can't kill me any more than this guy can. Dead is still dead.
no. Whatever that guy did
근데 그래도 우린 죽겠어.
was horrible.
세상만.
I would not be sleepy with that other guy in there.
좋은 아침이야. 배고파.
Oh. Ew. Ew.
No.
He's a predator.
Well, that's why I said, like, when he was handing out food to everybody, I was like, I wouldn't eat any food that he handed me. I don't care if it's in a wrapper.
He's sitting there going, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not a monster. Or he just always was one, so he's immune to turning because he already gives into all of the stuff that he wants.
That's why I was asking how long ago her fiance died.
아니, 혹시 모르잖아.
Because if it's only been like a month or a month and a half, then she could be and just not know it yet.
Uh-oh. She's starting to make wiki noises. Oh, no, that's his stuff.
That's his soldering thing, yeah. I don't think she actually cut herself. I think she was hallucinating.
알았다, 잠깐만.
And I think she was imagining if she was a danger to those kids.
Yeah.
And I'm betting that she's not going to be alive when he opens the door.
Well, and they all know that she's... She's like an embryo. She's like a giant womb.
What?
Like, what do you do with that?
What?
AJ, she's a womb.
Yeah, I caught that she's a womb. I don't know what to do with that.
She's a womb.
I
She's
noticed.
like something inside. Is she going to come out and be a beautiful butterfly?
Okay.
I don't think that she's going to be a beautiful
I don't know
butterfly.
what to
The
do with
spider's
that.
not cute. Although spiders generally aren't cute.
I'm so confuzzled right now. Oh my gosh, so there's a lot. So okay, what I was saying was the best case scenario for the guy in the room. I want to find out what he did because there's just so many very much things wrong with him.
Oh, wow.
So I want to find out what he did so that we
Like-
actually know that he's guilty of something. And then
he's,
I
like,
want
massively-
the shopkeeper
Something.
site. And this has nothing to do with turning into anything. This is just how he was as a human being. So I want to find out what the backstory is with him. I want the shopkeeper to start turning and take him out, and then I want our video game dude to take the shopkeeper out before he finishes turning.
Or
I think that's the best case scenario for what can happen in that room.
I'm not sure. I've got mixed feelings about what can happen in that room. Maybe. I mean, if you're under the assumption that everybody is redeemable to some extent, which I'm not sure
under
that we
that
are.
assumption. I am nowhere
I'm
near
not sure
under
that we
assumption.
are. But if we were to operate under said assumption, is it possible that the shopkeeper could take out evil unknown what he did dude? Who, like, could you imagine just being gamer and just having the this guy come up to you and be like, "Hi, I want to be you. How do I turn into you?" You know that's all creep factor, like 25 out of 10.
I was like off when he was handing food to everybody like that. Like
Well,
the
he was
lady
off then. Look,
the
he
lady
was
with
always
the dog,
off.
the lady with the dog that was like, "No, thank you, I'm not hungry." I think that's a smart thing. I'm sitting here like, what did you put in the food? Because just the fact that it's in its original wrapper doesn't mean anything. You can actually inject stuff into food that's in its original wrapper.
Here's where I will say my thought is. I wouldn't have messed if I'm a nefarious character. I wouldn't have messed with that food. Do you want to know why? That builds trust. You don't know how many of these people you need. So, if you can build trust with a lot of people,
then you can
go and you gather, and then you bring them a gift, and a gift will offset some kind of kooky vibe that you immediately get from this dude, because Lord knows he has a kooky vibe. It's like an anglerfish. The treats are like the little dangling light.
Yes,
that,
they are.
that the
I'm
other
saying
fish
I
come
would not
to.
have bitten. I would not have bitten. And also, the moment that I saw that there was blood inside his suitcase, nobody noticed that. Nobody noticed that. It wasn't
Yeah,
hidden.
but you also don't know that that's where he you don't know where he got the suitcase. Because everybody's nomadish kind of right now.
It's the expression on his face. And even behind all of the beating up on his face, that expression is not right.
Well, yeah, the expression's not right, but what I'm saying is with the suitcase, because his face is clearly covered with a bunch of cuts and blood and stuff, when you open that suitcase, I kind of am sitting there going, well, he probably bled all over it while he was putting crap in it.
Okay. So I want to find out what is actually going on there, because with the degree to which Mafia Dude is going after him, it can't be any type of territory thing. It can't be anything related to any like crimes or anything like that, because with the world going the way it was, if it was related to that, he would have stopped by now, because there's no point anymore. So it has to be related to something that this guy actually did.
There is like a deep-seated personal issue there.
Yeah. Like this,
and whatever it is, it's no little thing.
It is, yeah, it's not a small thing. And I want to know what it is. I really want to know what it is. And with all of the nonsense that they've revealed in this, that's the thing that they're withholding from us right now.
I know. I was like, to be fair, I think that it's a very good, like, I need to know. This director is super good at leaving you wanting a lot more. Like, a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just, wow. I thought.
Are you ready for number
five?
No,
we gotta do a little bit more breaking down really quick. Just a couple small things. Okay. So, we have a possibility of that the firefighter's pregnant.
Yes.
Do you feel like that's going to come back positive or not? Because I feel like they wouldn't have even introduced it if they were just going to drop it. Like, they might just make it a false alarm.
Well, and what I'm wondering is she feeling bad because of what she's been through? Did she hurt herself? Is it morning sickness? Is she in the middle of fighting off her own thing and it's made her nauseous? Is it
indigestion because, like, she just got chased by a spider demon?
It could be literally anything.
Right. But
literally anything.
Clearly it is a possibility. Otherwise she would have said it was not a possibility. Like, it because if it had just been way too long and whatnot, then she wouldn't have even taken the test.
Well, and I just kind of sit there and I go, it's a possibility, but I don't know that I'll give it a solid 50-50 chance. You know, it'll be a solid 50-50 from me on that.
Yeah.
Because I could see them putting that in there and having it be something else.
Yeah. As a red herring.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say this
also,
is like...
what is the beef between the brother and delinquent ballerina?
Well, we've noticed that their parents are not around.
Well, yes, clearly. But
and that ballerina girl, there's got to be something more than just that she lost, like, so she became a delinquent. She messed up her foot. There's a big gap between that and I set fire to my school.
Yeah, and I don't know that she actually did. I think that might have just been puffery.
It might have just been puffery. It also might have been something that she didn't do that actually happened that she was blamed for. Like, she might have been expelled for setting fire to the school when she didn't.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
It's really hard to say. We don't know. There's some significant backstory gaps that we've got here.
Yes. I was like, because how did Merchant end up being where he is?
Yeah. How did he end up being in a situation? Well, and he knows a lot, too.
He does. The other person that I'm quite curious about, shopkeep assistant.
Shopkeep assistant. And also, the two new people that we were introduced to in this episode who started making their way downstairs, who clearly have not made it downstairs yet. They were not in that group.
No, they haven't. And I don't know what floor they're on.
I don't know how.
Are they going to I feel like they're going to intersect with the kids and the merchant.
If they're coming from a higher floor. I don't know how many floors there are total, though. That's the thing.
We don't know.
So that's because I didn't want to forget about them, because those are well, at least the dad is a fairly big actor. the daughter.
I've seen the daughter in a couple of things.
I've seen her in a couple of things, but I've seen the dad in like lots and lots and lots of things. Or at least I feel like I've seen him in a ton of things. But I didn't want to forget about them because they were kind of just dropped in temporarily and then not heard from again.
But we've seen them snippets.
We have seen
I feel like we're going to know them more in just a little bit.
Absolutely. Now here's another thing I want to note. Tongue monster dude has not been defeated yet, but he's also the only return monster we've seen. The other ones, once they got rid of them, they were kind of gone, and he's just camping the gates. So it's kind of, I almost wonder if, I don't know, it feels very much like this was a later boss that you were introduced to earlier. But he's going to stick around until it's time for that boss fight.
I think they need to do some kind of baiting with him. Something.
Well, they need some kind of reconnaissance, because the thing is, what we haven't figured out yet is, like, what would work on him.
Well,
like,
we know that he doesn't like fire extinguishers. The thing that I want them to do is I want them to cut that tongue off. They need to have somebody. I'm going to go with Samurai Guy. They need Samurai Guy
to cut off the tongue.
To just cut the tongue off.
They need to bait him into flailing the tongue out first, so that he's not. It needs to already be shot out at a target, so that you can come in from the side and attack it. If he faces it head on, he's dead. It's too fast.
Exactly. So there's got to be some kind of strategy going into that.
Yeah. Okay, that was everything I wanted to touch on, because I just didn't want to get forgotten. Any last thoughts from you before we wrap this up?
They need to figure out what's going on with that womb. What's in the womb? What's in the box? What's in the goo?
What's in the box?
Because when it went in there, I was like, did she turn into an arachnid thing too? And then it's like, it doesn't look like it.
No, it looked like... And the thing is, you said womb, but it also sounded to me like a beating heart.
Kind of, but if you look at it, it's like an embryo. It definitely was pulsing, but
I don't know.
There's something in there.
More on that one.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So that's going to be it
only one way
for
to find out.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out the Patreon so that you can get all the goodies that we mentioned earlier. Just hang out with me here on YouTube. Whatever floats your boat. But that's going to be it for today. So yeah. Bye-bye. Annyeong.
Bye.